You know what? At $6,900, Jonathan Huberdeau is a value pick for me. He's got 20 points in his last 10 games played. That's ridiculous. 31 shots on goal and even 7 blocks, an average of almost 20 DraftKings points per game. So I think he's a must to put in there. But in terms of the cheaper guys that I want to look at, Alex Tuck for the Buffalo Sabres. He started off very well with his new club, 7 points in 7 games, quickly establishing himself as a cornerstone in the rebuilding Buffalo situation, facing a Dallas team tonight that's leaking oil. They've given up 15 goals in their last 3 games. Anze Kopitar, $4,800, one of the league's best two-way centers, and having his best offensive run in his last 4 years. Another guy I'm looking at. If Colorado decides to play run and gun, this guy will be a counterpunching all the way to the bank, I think. And finally, Chandler Stevenson, a guy, I'm beating the drum for this guy all season long. Very impressed with the Knights' top center, who's lit it up to almost a point per game pace, despite the fact he hasn't played with his regular high-end wingers much of the season. He gets Mark Stone tonight on his right side and a streaking Evgeny Dadonov, who has 6 points in his last 6 games on the left.
All right, Pete, we need some value at forward.
I'll go with the storyline here because I love the way Cam Atkinson is playing lately for the Philadelphia Flyers. 15 points in his past 14 games, playing on the top line with Claude Giroux. Even if it's garbage points because the Flyers are dropping games left and right, I don't particularly care because he's been extremely productive and he's facing his former team. I mentioned the narrative. First game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. He had a lot of good memories with that team. I think he's going to try to stick it to his former guys for sure. I think he's likely to score a goal in this matchup, especially with how leaky Columbus has been at different points in recent weeks, giving up a 9 spot the other day. I mean, they give up a lot of goals. So I think Cam Atkinson will be a great value pick. And then along the lines of what Paul said about value center, Kopitar is a great one, but you can go even cheaper with Philip Deneau and how good he's been. 8 points in his past 8 games for the Kings. He'll be matched up against either Kadri or McKinnon, but I think he could do a touch of scoring as well because the Avs give up a lot of high danger chances.
AJ, where's the value at forward tonight?
I'm kind of with Paul on this one, that I think you can find some value out of Buffalo in a matchup that should be okay for them. They're playing at home. And so in addition to Tuck, Thompson comes in at 5,300 at the center position, so you can get more of that top line share. I also like San Jose in this one with the matchup against Seattle. And Logan Couture makes a lot of sense to me as well when he comes in under 5K. He's 4,900. Yes, he's on a 3-game pointless streak, but he remains in the top 6 role for them. Number 1 power play. He's not on that first line that Pete highlighted, but he will get minutes with those guys with the man advantage here. So under 5K, I like Logan Couture as well.